Hello friends, welcome back to my class and my name is Kausalya. In the last few episodes, we've been learning problems based on averages. In one of the episodes, I've also shown you percentage to fraction conversion. In today's episode, we shall solve a few problems based on percentage. Come, let's go practice it. Let us start today's episode with this question. A man's wage was reduced by 50%. Again, the reduced wage was increased by 50%. Find his loss in terms of percentage. We got four options here: 0%, 50%, 75% and 25%. If you observe in the question, this man's salary was reduced by 50% and next it was increased by 50%, which means it's a successive change. Whenever we have question like this where there is successive change, what do? Final value is equal to initial value into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100. So on. So how many ever successive changes you have? So many R1, R2, R3, it will go on. Here you have to observe one more thing. Wherever there is reduction, the R value will be negative. Wherever there is increase, the R value will be positive. So let us write that formula. Final value is equal to initial value into 1 minus 50 by 100. I have taken 50 minus 50 here because the first change was a reduction, into 1 plus 50 by 100. Because in the question they have only given us in the percentage and there is no value, we shall take the initial value as 100%. And here we have taken 50 because they have mentioned the salary or the wage was reduced by 50% and increased by 50%. So I shall write this as initial value 100 into 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2. So this becomes 100 into 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. So this becomes 100 into 3 by 4. So 425 is 100. 25 into 3 is 75. Here initial value is 100. That's what we considered, right? Final value, what did we get? We got 75. So what is the loss? Loss will be initial value minus final value, which is 25. Because in the question they've asked us the percentage of loss, we have to write the loss in percentage. So percentage loss is loss by initial value, which is 100. So this will be 25%. Option D is the right answer. So whenever we have to compare any percentage, we have to compare it with initial value. So let's see the next question of the episode. 15% of 45% of a number is 105.3. What is 24% of that number? We got 5 options here: 374.4, 375, 385.5, 390 and none of these. So what have they told us in the question? There is 15% of 45% of certain number, let's call it as x, is 105.3. Now they've asked us to find out 24% of this number x. This can be written as 15 divided by 100 into 45 divided by 100 into x is equal to 105.3. And this can be written as 24 divided by 100 into x. So here first we need x, right? So x is equal to 105 0.3 into 100 into 100 divided by 15 into 45 into 24 by 100. Why? Because we have to find out the 24% of x. So we shall multiply 24 divided by 100. So here this 100 and this 100 gets cancelled. Here 15 is there. 15 sevens are 105.02, right? So it will be 100 into 24, sorry, 100 into 7.02. So it will become 702 into 24 and here divided by 45. Here in the options, if you observe, all the options are very close by. So if I approximately take it as 380, it's all plus or minus 5. And it would be about 1.2% if I consider it as 400. So I cannot approximate this and find out the answer. Apply digit sum here and find out if this particular number can be divisible by 9, because 45 is divisible by 9. 7 plus 2 is 9, so this is divisible. So this will be 9 5s are 45 and here 9 7s are 63 and you have 7 here, 9 8s are 72. So this becomes 78 into 24 divided by 5. So when we have 5, we can always multiply it with 2 to get a number ending with 0, right? So I will multiply this with 2 on both numerator and denominator. This will help us in fraction. So this will be 78 into 48 divided by 10. So what is 78 into 48? 8 8s are 64, 8 4s are 32, 7 8s are 56. This is 88. 88 plus 6 will be 94. So 9 carry forward. 7 4s are 28. So this will be 30, 31 plus 37. 3744. So this will be 3744 divided by 10, which means 374.4. Option A is the right answer. Kamal has 160 toffees. He gave 5% toffees to Ravi, 15% toffees to Anita and 1/4 of the toffees to Gagan. How many toffees are left with Kamal after distribution? So here we got 5 options. Option A 78, option B 69, option C 88, option D 79, option E none of these. So how do we solve this? So here he gave 5% of toffees to Ravi, right? Then he gave 15% of toffees to Anita. Then he gave 1/4 of the toffees to Gagan, which means this is 25%, right? Here this is 45% in total, which means he gave away 45% of the chocolates what he had out of 160. So what is left with him after distribution? It is 55% of chocolates, right? So what is 55% of 160? 55 divided by 100 into 160. So this will be 55 into 1.6, right? So this is 6 5s are 30, 6 5s are 30, 33, 1 5s are 5. So this is 0, 8, 8, 88. So which is option C. So here the options are wide enough. So you can approximate the values also. So here we have 55 into 1.6. So I can consider it as 55 plus 55 into 0.6, right? 55 into 0.6 can be considered as approximately 30. So 55 plus 30 will be 85 and the approximation will be 88 because that's the closest number. So friends, those were the 3 questions that we solved today. and all of these questions have appeared in one or the other previous year competitive exams. We have learnt where to apply approximation and where not to apply the approximation. Always look for the answers in the options given, and if the options are wide enough, then try to do the approximation. I hope you have all understood the question and answers what we have discussed today, and if you have liked the video, please do hit the like button and share it with your friends as well. If you have any doubts or questions, you can either send me a WhatsApp message on the given number, or you can leave a comment on the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will come back to you with more interesting questions in the coming episodes. Until then, keep watching us. Happy practice, happy maths.